The only thing that I have to ask you, it's if you can walk a little bit stronger and faster on the runway.
Ruby! Yeah? Can you come please? Yeah?
To her, I saw on the runway, it's a little bit too geometrical, the two things.
Okay,
It like
make it more asymmetric.
A little bit like more spot on the side.
Okay.
Huh?
The look at Valli today is kind of like minimalistic punk. The idea is monochromatic, so we're taking a kind of like heavy duty line on the underneath of the bottom eyelashes. So it's either on a girl with dark hair, it's a black line, black mascara on the bottom, and then on a girl with blonde hair, it's a white line and white mascara. It's just a very simplistic kind of point of view on punk. The skin is very scrubbed, polished, lots of highlighter on the lids, on the cheekbones, on the chin, gloss on the lips. It's a very pure Aryan kind of take on makeup.
If your girl doesn't have makeup, turn her towards the outside so makeup can come in. There's kind of two looks. There's a few girls with white hair and we're spraying pink in their hair. There's a beautiful photograph that Giambattista had of Debbie Harry, and she has a pink light while she's performing and it's shining in her hair and it kind of looks really great. So that we were inspired by that. And then the main look is a very sleek ponytail that the bottom half, we're spray painting it black. And to sort of give the illusion that the girl has shaved off that part of her hair. Now it's growing back and her roots are actually darker than her hair. No. Let's blow dry it.
I'm here with my girlfriend Bianca today, and you know, Giambattista is by far one of my favorite designers now. I just think, you know, I've been admiring his collections for many years, so I'm really glad that I'm able to be here today.
I always work like in opposites, always. I try to find a balance between like two things that are totally like in opposite. This is like part of my style. So this time it was about finding the 4R, I call, rock, rebel, royal, and romantic at the same time. So it's trying to find something that is like, it can combine the two things. Everything started, you know, I was walking like in Versailles, and I was walking like in the park of Versailles. I was listening like kind of rock music of like hungry girls like singing. And at a certain moment, you know, in Versailles, they had all these statues like all around like, the park. And there were like statues of like muses and graces and nymphs and, you know, all these like girly things like very white. It was spring, so the light was amazing. And I said to myself, this is like a very nice start. I mean, I love the music a little bit like rock and hungry, and to have this kind of classicism. And I said, let's try to put it together. So then I was walking in the Petit Trianon, and I saw all the stuccos. And I said to myself, it would be like a nice idea of decoration. So it would be nice to project them as a trompe-l'œil on the dresses, and then to give volumes and to, you know, grow up until, you know, the last dresses. They have all these bouquets of flowers like hanging out. And then I said to myself, you know what? I think a nice image of this girl has to be, or this woman has to be like a young Debbie Harry. I thought a blondie, as you saw like in the show, this bleached girl with like colors hair. And I thought it was like, you know, the thing to have like something with the knowledge of couture, but with the spirits of somebody like Rocky or Rebel or, you know, contemporary.
like the color combinations and using leopard as almost a collar block material as opposed to doing an entire outfit out of it. Kind of felt like we combined almost all the trends of the season in one or two looks here with the transparency, the white, leopard, collar blocking, prints. It's like, it had a lot and it didn't look like it was overkill though, which I thought was nice for Giambattista because sometimes I think his combinations tend to have a real appeal to European audiences, but I think for audiences from America it's a little confusing sometimes because I think it feels a little tricky. But this seemed to hold together very well.
The first big step, it was that first times instead to have huge platform shoes, as I did always, I put it really low flat. And so this was the first thing. And then, I was really working on two opposites, as I told you, in a very sleek kind of boldish silhouette, like the first one that I opened the show. And then I move in something that it goes in girly, but at the same time a little bit nasty girly in a good way.
I'm totally open to all different trends and always kind of incorporate it into my own sense of style. That's what I try.
I think this was a much more streamlined collection. That was really reflective of a moment prior to the recession when, everybody was interested in party dressing. All these new designers that were coming to Paris and New York, all they would show is evening wear. They didn't know how to do sportswear or day clothes. And all of a sudden, I think they're thinking a little bit more about how women actually wear clothes and what a smart business is. And that doesn't necessarily mean you have to stop being creative. As you can see in this collection, you can still do some really interesting things that have a broader appeal and I think are more versatile and functional for a lot of different types of people around the world.
Rebel girls or eccentric girls. This is the girl that inspires me. So I live with them. They come to me. I see all of them coming to the showroom, picking up pieces, coming to the atelier, putting together the things. I go out with them, and it's exactly what my muses.